Hey guys, welcome to Hong Kong, and I am fueling up because today we're catching a flight to Vietnam. And I figured if we're going to Vietnam, I'm gonna take the Levo travel backpack with me and show you how it's used. So we're gonna pack it out, I'm gonna show you the top features, I'm gonna show you how it works on an actual airplane, and then we're gonna unpack once we get to Vietnam. If you wanna learn more about the bag, be sure to check the first link in the description. Let's go. Now, the number one thing to know about the Levo is how lightweight it is. Because the lighter your bag is, the more comfortable it is, and the more you can pack. And the biggest reason we got the Levo to be so lightweight is our primary fabric, which is a 330D polycarbonate Codra nylon. This fabric is tear resistant, it's weather resistant, and it's the biggest reason we were able to get the Levo so lightweight. Let's go pack the bag out. Now, the Levo currently comes in two sizes. We've got a 30 liter, but for this trip, we're gonna be taking the 36 liter. Let's talk about the tech compartment. Now, one of the biggest design decisions that we made was making the tech compartment accessible from the main compartment. And I'm so stoked about this because A, it cuts down weight, and B, it allows you to pack more even if you're not bringing a laptop on your trip. But if you are, your laptop is insanely protected. We've got a 2-inch false bottom. We've got 5 layers of insanely thick padding, plus it's lined with a double bonded Lycra, which helps to protect your laptop from getting scratched. Now for the 36 liter, it can fit up to a 17-inch laptop, so my 13-inch MacBook Pro slides in beautifully with plenty of room to spare. Now let's talk about one of my favorite pockets on the Levo, which is this top tech pocket. It's lined with a premium microfiber, again, scratch resistant, keeping your tech safe. And you can use it for tech or just as like an overall quick access dump pocket. And this pocket is so gangster because the volume is huge. You can fit so much stuff in here. And the way that it's designed, so you can see, even when it's fully packed out, it doesn't interfere with the rest of the bag. It's elevated at the top. And then whenever you need the quick access, everything's right there. Probably my favorite feature on the Levo bag. All right, now moving on to the main compartment. You can see we got clamshell style opening. It's a must-have for a modern travel bag. It just makes access so much easier. It's basically like a suitcase that you get to wear on your back, but a lot lighter. On the opening of the main compartment, we got these two pockets. The top one, made with power mesh, so it's got a nice elasticity to it. I'm gonna throw my sunglasses in there, as well as my packable tote bag. Great for when you grab souvenirs on the way back from your trip. And the pocket below it is made from lining. I'm gonna throw my journal in here. Now next up, let's talk about the main compartment, which is very minimal. There's no additional pockets or organization, which means it gives you more space to just pack all your stuff, and even better, to be able to pack very effectively with packing cubes. All right, so I'm doing a week-long trip. I got my packing list right here, which we're doing another video on, and I'll link it above once it's ready. Let's pack it out. So I got a week's worth of stuff here, and I'm gonna show you 2 different methods of packing. First without packing cubes, and the second with the packing cubes, so you can just get an idea of how the Levo works. But for me personally, I always prefer to travel with packing cubes. It's just cleaner and more organized. And what's cool about the Fyro packing cubes is they're probably the most lightweight ones on the market. This is a 30 denier nylon. I've never seen packing cubes with that light of a material. But what's double cool is the Fyro packing cubes also compress and expand, which means you can pack like 20% more stuff. And this is what the Levo looks like with packing cubes. Now moving on to the front admin compartment, I'm really stoked with how this design came along because this entire compartment has its own volume and it goes down to the bottom of the bag, meaning my kind of chunky day pack, something that I want quick access to, can totally slide right here and be accessible in case like an emergency that I need it. And then we got a bit of minimalist organization at the top, a loop for your keys, slot for your AirTag or other tracker. Throw out my Kindle in this sleeve right here, which also has a really nice padding and a microfiber lining to protect your tech gear. Some pens, and then we just got some meds, backup cash, AirPods. Like I said, the pocket has some decent volume in itself, so my over-the-ear headphones also fit. Now you might be wondering where I keep my passport. I'll explain that in a second, but first we got a train to catch, running a little behind, so follow me. One thing a lot of travel backpacks get wrong is the side pocket, AKA the water bottle holder.
11.
Okay, octopus. For the Levo travel backpack, we made the water bottle holder flush, keeping it sexy, but also giving it enough capacity so when it's fully packed out, it's not eating into the main compartment. But let's be honest, none of the features we're talking about matter if your travel backpack sucks to wear, which is why we pulled out every stop to make the Levo the most comfortable travel backpack on the market. First up, hip belts. This takes the weight off of your lower back and redistributes it against your waist. And we made the hip belt optional because not everyone loves hip belts, so we don't want you to pay for something you're not gonna get value out of. Next up, we got a sternum strap with a magnetic Woojin clip. Again, redistributing the weight from your lower back more towards your torso. And then we got load lifters, our secret sauce again for redistributing the weight of the backpack. And very few things feel as good as tightening these up and then just knowing that you are locked in for travel. But the most important thing for the comfort of a travel backpack has gotta be the back panel and the shoulder straps. Over here. For the back panel, it's really well structured, giving you some additional back support. But then you can see these 3D cutouts is gonna give you a ton of airflow and ventilation, especially on those hot, sweaty days. And like I said, I live in Hong Kong, so I know a lot about hot, sweaty days. But then also look at the padding. This is gonna provide immense comfort as you're carrying this bag for 2-3 hours at a time. But most importantly of all are these shoulder straps. I swear they're less like shoulder straps and more like beefy pillows. We've got EVA foam on the outside to give it a bit of structure. PU foam on the inside to give it that cushiony, but also with a really nice rebound. Almost 3 inches of width and lined with our Neo Lycra, which is a really rare fabric. I'm so stoked about it, which gives the shoulder straps its marshmallowy feel. And when you combine all of this together, it's why I'm just really confident when I say this is the most comfortable travel backpack on the market. We designed the Levo to be carry-on compliant for the majority of airlines. And remember, this is the 36 liter, so the 30 will fit even better. And this is where the lightweight build is even more important than ever. As you can see, fully packed out, coming at 8.5 kg. Still got some room to spare. Now back to where I keep my passport. We've got this hidden back panel pocket that allows you to keep your passport secure and easily accessible. Now, with any travel bag, it needs to be designed for vertical access, right? Because the bag is usually underneath the seat in front of you, in the carry-on bin over top, or just like here, right? So, laptop, easy access. My favorite tech compartment at the top. Everything quick to grab. And the same with this front admin pocket. You just want to be able to grab the things that you need as fast as possible. That's traveling efficiency. And all that's made even better by the fact that the Levo self-stands pretty darn well. You're gonna wanna make sure there's a packing cube at the bottom to give it a bit of a foundation. But if you got that there, it's gonna be self-standing like a champ. We got an hour to kill, so I'm gonna crush a bit of work in the meantime. We are at 36, which is this way, I think. 36, we're good. We found it. Let's go over here. Now, every great travel backpack needs super reinforced side and top handles, of which we have 2, and they're really well padded as well. And speaking of these handles, we're actually about to board the flight, so let me show you one of my favorite hacks for using the Levo as a carry-on. You can take the shoulder straps and pass them through the trolley sleeve. And what this does is just helps to cut down on dangle, especially when the bag is a carry-on, so it's just easier to put in the bin overhead or under the seat in front of you. All right, we're finally landed in Vietnam and I gotta use the bathroom. Now, If you're one bag traveling as a solo traveler, you know that bathrooms and traveling, it kind of get a little weird sometimes, which is why we added our hanging hook right here. This just means if you are traveling by yourself and you got to bring your bag in the bathroom, you can hang it and avoid any bathroom floor weirdness. Now I'm lucky because I got Tab here, our cameraman extraordinaire. So he's gonna wash my bag for me, but we're also gonna pop it on his suitcase because you don't always want a one bag travel. Sometimes you want to bring a suitcase with you. I'm getting older, I love to travel with luggage. This luggage pass-through holder allows you to keep your Levo backpack upright for all that vertical access. There's enough room to grab the handle, and we've got crazy amounts of reinforced stitching behind this panel here. So this trolley sleeve, it's never popping out. All right, bathroom, and then we're gonna grab a grab. Follow me. Hello. Coming. Home sweet home. How'd you get in here? The trip is finally over. Let's unpack so I can pass the fuck out. It's been an 8-hour day. Not the longest, but you get older. Travel takes a bit more out of you, am I right? Okay, let's turn this Airbnb into a home. Again, that clamshell style opening, just gonna give us the easiest access to everything we got in this main compartment. Top kit, gonna go in the bathroom. And then I got my portable wardrobes right here. These seem like good spots for now. And then one of the tech pouches that I brought is actually the Fyro Sit a Sling, which I can connect the shoulder strap to, and this will be my day bag for tomorrow. So if there's anything that I missed in this video that you want to know about the Fyro Levo Travel Backpack, let me know in the comments below. My goal was for this video to be as thorough as possible, but there's definitely some questions I may not have answered. If that's the case, you know where to ask. And if you want to learn more about the precision-built bags that we make here at Fyro, you can just go ahead and watch this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Aaron, this is Fyro, and we'll catch you next time. I'm about to pass out. Peace.